testifies against this bill, and I want to be clear what the negative supplemental bill would do. It takes $250.3 million out of the surplus to the school aid fund and uses it to fill holes in our general fund. And where did this hole come from? Corporate tax credits that are expected to cost Michigan over $730 million just this year.
And I do think it's unfortunate that we're using the school aid fund to fill these holes once again. The school aid fund should be the last resort we use to balance the budget in the general fund, not a convenient piggy bank to use when we have to pay off debts to corporate Michigan and corporate America.
So I can understand the concern of my members who are concerned that now we're using school aid money that could actually be having increases in our per pupil funding to fill this hole.
We had an opportunity to do right by our students and parents. We could have used those surplus dollars in the school aid fund to increase the foundation allowance to help ensure the children of Michigan get a really great education. And instead, this governor and this body, if this negative supplemental is supported, is choosing corporate tax breaks over our children's education. And that's wrong, and that's why I'll be voting no.
So my question really is, as we move forward, is at what point in time did Treasury know about these? At what point in time did they not tell the governor or tell MEDC, tell the Senate Appropriations or the House Appropriations? I find it very convenient that they were announced at the end of the year and the beginning of this year, when we know for a fact that the conversation, the reports, and the auditing process happened over a year ago.
But I cannot in good conscience stand here and support a plan that takes money from our schools and uses it to fill holes created by costly, irresponsible corporate tax credits.
We don't have to do this today. Why can't we take some time and ask the governor, as he said he's willing to do, to call the recipients of these tax credits back to the table to renegotiate, just like in tough times we've asked firefighters to do, police officers, school teachers, and state employees to take concessionary contracts when times are tough. We should be asking these corporations, when times are booming, to come back to the table and help us make sure that we can keep the commitment to school children in this state and make an investment that not only is good for those kids, but ultimately is good for the job providers who are receiving these credits today. So I would ask members, if you're on the fence on this, we don't have to do this today. Let's wait for the governor to have an opportunity to talk to these recipients of these credits. Let's get Treasury before the Appropriations Committee and make sure that they answer the questions that we all have before we take a significant amount of money from the school aid fund and use to prop up the general fund. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.